Giving it a few seconds to get people to join, maybe. I don't know. But give me 2 more seconds. What's up, everybody? I am Justin. This is my world, and it is Wednesday, 5 o'clock sharp. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm excited. It's AFTERSHOCKS franchise. Now, if you're watching this from your first time and you're like, wow, who the fuck are the AFTERSHOCKS? Well, we just finished our first Madden season as the Houston Texans, but our owners, Antonio Brown and Kanye West, have decided to, in their crazy mind, move the team to San Diego. So we're now the San Diego AFTERSHOCKS. We just finished our first season. We went 9-8. We missed the playoffs, but we went on a 6-game winning streak to end the season in order to have a chance at the playoffs. And the Colts, who got the 7 seed into the playoffs ahead of us, won the Super Bowl. Carson Wentz was the Super Bowl MVP. Can't make this shit up. Excuse me. I mean, that's just Madden. You can't make it up. So it's exactly what happened. And now we're at this point. This will be our first offseason as the AFTERSHOCKS. We're going to shed the label that is the Houston Texans. It's gone. Wipe it from your memory. San Diego has a football team again, as they should. So, and also, I think the Chargers actually might end up moving. They move a lot in franchises, I do, so maybe they end up somewhere cool now in a different name. Maybe they go to Houston and become the Oilers. That'd be pretty dope. But, regardless, let's do a quick check of the squad. So, if you missed it, we finished the last 2 regular season games on Monday, Memorial Day, and Davis Mills did enough to be upgraded to star development, which is intriguing. He's still only a 70 overall player, and he doesn't have the throw power that I am desiring. So, I'm probably not going to keep him. I think we might trade him and take advantage of that star development before it's gone. I don't know if it'll be for draft picks, a player. Kind of just got to test the waters, see what it's like. But we're not there yet. And the rest of the team, looking at the defense, I'm sad that Azeez Al-Shaair somehow lost star development, even though he progressed. But yeah, he lost it. KT out here is a superstar. Trent McDuffie a star. Rasul Douglas lost star, but you know what? It's fine by me. He kind of sucks. So I might be looking to upgrade him anyway. We have Marcus May, Justin Reed back there at safety. That's pretty solid still. We don't have to look at the specialists. But yeah, so right now we're on staff week. I simmed up to this point. I don't think we're going to change anything about our staff. I think it's pretty solid. I think we did well to end the season. So I think we're going to stick with Pettis and Starks as our coordinators. Seth Henry certainly will stay as the head coach, offensive-minded head coach. And we'll just let's take a look at some of the staff moves. Let's see what has happened around the league. The Raiders fired Dean Strauss, who was the random generated John Gruden replacement. Sean McVay was fired. Imagine. Mike Zimmer fired. Real life repeats itself. Pete Carroll retired. Probably should happen, if I'm being real, but hasn't. And the Seahawks hired Sean McVay. The Rams hired Brian Flores. The Dolphins hired Dan Campbell because Brian Flores and Dan Campbell were also fired. So a lot of head coach firings, damn. And then we don't need to look at the coordinators because they're all made up people. Let's just move on forward here, and we'll go to our re-sign players period. Mock draft 3 should be available. That will be interesting. I am sad. I believe unless somehow it fixed itself. I believe that we have all the quarterbacks scouted, but it glitched and says they're all top 5 true talents, which is obviously not true because there's more than 5 quarterbacks available to draft. So let's first handle our own players before we start thinking about our future players. And we have some decisions to make. Brandon Cooks, a 3-year deal, man. That's just like, that's right on the cusp of what I want to do. Might end up doing it. Jimmy Moreland's not coming back. He was pretty disappointing this year. Philip Dorsett doesn't have a spot on the team. If Semele's gone, Tyus Howard gone. Lonnie Johnson, I could be intrigued in bringing back. Let's see how much he wants. Wonder if I can get him for a tad cheaper. I'll do that. Let's play for a new team. Fuck that. And we want Barriere back. Justin Britt's pretty solid, but I don't know if I want to play him $2.7 million. That's a little excessive. Tavier Thomas had a good year. I'd like to bring him back. He was a good special teams player. And we have the money to do it, so I'll do it. He deserves another contract. Will Richardson? He's not scheme fit, but he could be, I guess. He does pass block very well. I'll give him a small deal. Oh, God, he wants that much money? No chance. All right, so I guess I'm going to offer a deal. I'm going to offer Brandon Cooks a 3-year deal. He thinks a fair offer is 3 years, $42 million. And we're offering 3 years, $11 million? What? Offer this man less money, then. We'll offer him that. I'll give him that. Testing free agency. All right, well. The franchise tag is too expensive to put on him. I'm going to try to bring back Brandon Cooks, but I can't just sign him here. I can't do it. I guess I could just overpay him for the year. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'll overpay him for the year. I'll see if he falls off a cliff and regresses, but I'll franchise tag him. We have a shit ton of cap room. It's an overpay for his value, but we still have $71 million in cap room. We're fine. In this way, I'm not going to get bogged down with him long-term contract-wise. So let's take a look at mock draft 3, see where we are picking. We have 2 picks, the Saints and our own. But yeah, look at these quarterbacks. They all say top 5. Every single one. There's 8 or 6 drafted in the top 8, I think. It's insane. We need to get on this bandwagon and draft 1. So we're drafting 16 and 17. We're right next to each other. Vernon Purnell is a actual top 5 pick, maybe. Actually, I don't know now. I'm scared about that now. I mean, maybe all of them are just going to say that. I hope not. Let me take a look at this again. Yeah, they all say top 5 too. Shit. I think all of them everyone's going to say top 5 true talent. That's going to suck. That's really going to suck and make this a difficult shot in the dark type of offseason. But we'll deal with that before the draft. And let's take a look. We have 55 players on the roster, so we don't have a lot of guys we need to sign, per se. Just, we're going to be spending our money, I think, but not all 72 million of that. I think we're going to put it in wise investments. So I'm thinking maybe younger players with better development traits instead of older guys. So let's just take a look, see what's out here. Quentin Nelson is available. Wow. Rashawn Gary is available. Wow. We got a lot of options to choose from here in this season. I don't want Brady or Aaron Rodgers. It's not even going to be a consideration. Certainly not Darnold or Kaepernick. So we don't need to look at any of those guys. But running backs, I could look to improve upon. Kareem Hunt, not really interested in. Tony Pollard, it's a possibility. Alexander Madison, though, is somebody that I'm very interested in. He could start, or he could be a backup, I think, with the contract I'm about to give him. So if we get him, I'm going to trade Jamal Williams, because I'm going to capitalize on his big year. And let's take a look. Deontay Johnson is available. Shit, I should definitely not franchise tag Brandon Cooks. Because I want to bring in Deontay Johnson. I guess I could trade Brandon Cooks. I don't want to do so many trades, though. I'm going to end up with so many picks. It's going to be ridiculous. We'll come back to that. Tight end, I think we're fine. I don't think we need to go after Hawkinson. Quentin Nelson, though, man, what an intriguing prospect that is. I could throw him right at right guard, or I could just throw Zion Johnson over to right guard, or center even. We need to throw a lot of money in Quentin Nelson, I think. I'll throw a 5-year deal out there, and I'm gonna go crazy with this offer. I think he's gonna be worth it because I might even play him at right tackle. And that's up there, but I'm still going to increase it even more. I want a bigger lead on this. I'll give him $12 million per year. Monster contract for a guard. And you know what, hell, I'm going to even boost the bonus to $750. $14 million cap hit, but he's going to be worth it. I don't think there's any way he can say no to us at that rate. Center, we have a big problem. We need better players. And Justin Britt wasn't bad, but I just didn't really want to bring him back. I guess we'll have to. I'll give him a 1-year deal. It's going to be much cheaper than what he wants. Going to lowball the shit out of him. Will Hernandez is regressing at 27 years old. That's intriguing, but okay. And what do we got out here? Jawan Taylor. What is this supposed to be? Pass protector, I guess. Jawan Taylor is intriguing. I could throw in some money on him. It looks like the Cardinals are really going to try hard for him. I like him enough to put an offer in at this level. It's right behind the Cardinals offer. The defensive line is something I think needs really boosted. It really needs to be boosted. Simply for the fact that we couldn't get pressure at all last year. Nothing. Even, I was so disappointed in Kayvon Thibodeau. We need better pass rush. And I don't want to say Matthew Ioannidis is the guy, but he might have to be. I mean, we have Grenard already. See if we can get Ioannidis on like a 1-year deal. I'm interested in maybe a 2-year deal even. If I can get him on a cheap deal, but I'm not going to offer him a lot of money. He's not a high priority free agent for me. If he doesn't accept it and somebody outbids us, then so be it. Oh man, Rashawn Gary. Oh god. Okay. Screw the Ioannidis offer. I'm going to offer Rashawn Gary a boatload of money. And I'm going to put him back on the defensive line and let him wreak havoc at that size. And I'll offer him, this 7 years, $185 million deal. The rate, oh wow, we're not even close on this offer. I'm going to really have to boost it. I'll go up to $12 million in the bonus. I love Rashawn Gary. I'll go up to 16.5 here. I'll pay him $23 million a year. Okay, and we'll see where that lands us. Told you we're gonna put. I didn't think we were gonna spend all that cap room, but we're gonna use it strategically on specific players, and these specific players just happen to be available, and I can't believe it, but they are. Jayon Brown, Cole Holcomb. I feel like I can't. I don't want to be in a bidding war for these guys. If Okereke or Holcomb were not being in a bidding war, I would definitely make a offer, but I don't like it. And here we have Rasul Douglas. We have some corners. Sean Murphy Bunting, intriguing. Amani Oruwariye, I am certainly interested in. I wonder how much money he wants, Oruwariye. He would be an intriguing target. Sean Murphy Bunting, of course, also another intriguing target. And safety-wise, I think we're fine at safety. Could probably use a number 3 safety, but I could be interested in drafting one. So, yeah. I guess we need 2 backups. No, I don't want to get in bidding wars over these guys either, so probably just not going. Deontay Thompson's not a bad option. Give him that 2-year deal. See what he says. I think the last guy we are going to make an initial offer on might be Murphy Bunting. I'm down to do the 3-year deal. Because I don't think he's going to be like stopper progressing, or he's going to regress soon, is what I'm trying to say. So we'll offer him that. I think those are going to be all of our opening offers. So we're going big fish hunting, big game hunting here. Big fish hunting, Jesus Christ. We're going big game hunting, yeah. Quentin Nelson, I really think he's got to accept that contract. I can't see him going anywhere else. Rashawn Gary, I'm not expecting him to sign with us. I'm expecting the Raiders to win that one, but Murphy Bunting, we should probably win. Madison, Juwan Taylor, we're probably going to lose on, but we try. And Britt and Deontay Thompson, I think, are two good depth pieces at the very least. So let's see who we get. I really think we should get Quentin Nelson. I'm going to be upset if we don't. We did get Quentin Nelson. We got Rashawn Gary. He spurned. Who else? We got Murphy Bunting too. Wow. Madison. We just didn't get Juwan Taylor. He was the only one we didn't get. I guess Justin Britt hasn't officially signed either, but wow. We got every big fish we went after. This is a big time free agency that we're coming to San Diego with a splash or a rumble and aftershock, causing aftershocks with these big moves. We are the AFTERSHOCKS. Already getting into the name. I'm into the zone here. So we got an offer on Justin Britt, but we need a tackle now as well. We need more offensive linemen. Having Quentin Nelson is amazing. I'm so excited about that. But we need more. We need more options. Juwan James is not a bad 1-year option, I don't think. To be a good little quick blindside protector just for the year. I'll give him this deal here. See what he thinks about that. I think it's a fair offer. There's not a guard I really want to bring in that would be superior to any of these players, so I'm not going to. I might bring in Nick Allegretti. Could be a good backup to Quentin Nelson. He's not that great. See if there's any guards over here that might be worth bringing in. Phil Haynes. Oh, I like. Well, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that first name. I'll butcher it too bad. But Udo, I'll sign into a 3-year deal if he wants one this cheap. Shit, he fits the scheme very well. He's going to be a great contributor for us. And we have Rashawn Gary now. That's going to be awesome. But now I don't know what to do with Jonathan Grenard. He could be trade bait. But I really need to do something with this Davis Mills situation, too. This is where I should have traded people last time. Shit. That's my thing. I usually trade in the first week of free agency because everyone has needs, so there's a lot more interest for different players. But let's go into the trades right now. And let's see what we can get for some of these guys. Davis Mills, what could we get? Is there green interest out there? There is. We have Denver, Cleveland, Tampa Bay, since Tom Brady's a free agent. Where else? The Falcons, Atlanta. I'd prefer to trade him to the NFC. Green Bay and Carolina. Jeez, oh man. Carolina could be an intriguing landing spot for him. I think he could work well in that system. Let's talk to Carolina. See what they're willing to give up for our guy. Drew Lock is definitely surplantable. They're coming off they have the 31st overall pick. Let's see if we can get him for that. Oh, we're close. So we're gonna add simply one of these 6th round picks, maybe another 2 of them. We'll get it done. I don't need 3 6th round picks, believe me. And that does get it done. 2 6th round picks and Davis Mills for the 31st overall pick. So we now have 3 1st round picks. And I'm thinking we might use those to be able to make a trade up for one of the quarterbacks in this class. I'm not done with the trades though. That trade wouldn't go down until the actual draft, until I decide who I want, who we're going to zero in on. But I think it's time to move on from. We got to move on from Jamal Williams here. That cap hit is huge, and we have Alexander Madison now. So we'll capitalize on a big year for Jay Will. And you know what? We might use him as a trade block option. Let's see who's on the trade block. See if we want to pick up anybody. Bailey Zappi's out there. Corey Davis, big contract. Count me out. James Hudson. Ben Barch. Pat Elflein. Graham Glasgow. $11 million cap hit. Wow. Forrest Lamp could be an intriguing guy to try to bring in. Pretty cheap deal. Ben Bredesen. But those guys really aren't worth, like, Jamal Williams. Any of these guys fit any schemes? Willie Gay. I like Willie Gay quite a bit. From the Chiefs. And I feel like Jamal Williams would be in need of theirs. Let's see if they would do that. Willie Gay, straight up, for Jamal Williams. It's a good deal. Done deal. I like that deal. I think that's a good deal. We didn't need more picks, really. And we also have to trade Jonathan Grenard. So, and he's 26 years old. God, I hate this Madden glitch. I have to back out and then back into the trade simulator thing. So, let's see. We will go with Jonathan Grenard. I feel like he's going to have a lot of interest. He's a star defensive end. Buffalo has green interest. Buccaneers have green interest. They don't have, that's not one of their top needs, though. Same with the Cardinals. The Chargers. The Chiefs. They'd be another great destination for him. But I want to see if I can get a higher draft pick, or maybe package this for a higher first round pick. Him and like maybe pick 31, for example. So we'll see if another team has strong interest that's going to have a higher first round pick. Seattle. They pick 20th. I want something higher than that. All right, so there wasn't anyone. Let's see, where's Buffalo picking? 29th. Okay. We got Tampa Bay. They're picking 25th. Arizona might have an early pick. 13, 11 for the Chargers. 28 there. The Colts, that's in our division. I'm not trading them in our division. Cowboys, 30th. Jacksonville's in their division. The Lions, that seems like a team that could be. They have the 1st and the 7th overall pick. I don't want the 1st overall pick, but I'll take the 7th. And let's see if we can package pick 31 with this. No, wow, it's not even close. All right, I'll package 17 then to move up to 7, and we're close there. Okay, this is where I'm going to throw in that another 6th round pick. No, it's not enough. Okay, I'm thinking maybe a 4th then. Well, let me try this 5th. Oh yeah, okay, we gotta do a 4th. Definitely gotta do a 4th. We'll do pick 114. And what other picks are we missing? And we'll get a future pick out of this. I'll try to get a future 6. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just getting a little greedy now, I think. Future 7. See if that flies. No, but this should work. And it does. So we have the 7th overall pick now in the draft. So this will give us a different idea of what quarterbacks we could take. And it gets us closer to the top 5 if that's where we need to be. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that look. Let's take a look at the free agents again. We did this already, right? Yeah, we got you one. Okay. Don't need to look at that again. Forget we even looked. So let's take a look at mock draft number 4. This is where we're going to have to decide who we want our next focus players to be. I have a feeling they might just end up saying top 5, but What can we do about it? Okay, so JD Cassidy. I'm not going to trade up to number one with the Lions, so I'm not interested in that. But perhaps Donahue and Stewart. I'm going to make my short list right now. That's going to be my decision. Sorry, there was a noise that I was not expecting. But who's it have us taking? It has us grabbing. Oh, I guess it has them at 7 still. It has the Lions taking 2 quarterbacks, Cassidy and Pierman. Weird. Vernon Purnell and Demarius Farrell. Okay, so let's see. What players do we want to scout again? Who's on our favorite list already? We already have all these guys scouted. Again, I'm worried that they're all just going to say top 5 no matter what happens here. I don't know if it's a draft class. Like, look at this. This is ridiculous. This is not true. But let's just see some other positions we might want to scout. Kerry Favors, perhaps. Or maybe a later round running back. See if we can get somebody to compete with Alexander Madison. I like Matthew Harrison here at Georgia Tech. He's a big guy, but it's saying he's an elusive back, so maybe we'll take a look at him. Unless this guy is better. Chad Portis, perhaps Clinton Portis' son. F injury, F special catch, F, a lot of Fs on there, but they're not really important things. But he doesn't have enough speed for my liking. I don't like that decent speed rating. So we'll just keep it there. And move on. Wide receiver wise, Vernon Purnell looks good. I just don't think he's a top 5 talent. He's a great route runner, I can tell you that. Maybe I will end up taking him at 16. I like him a lot. But who would he replace then? Like, I guess he could be the Cook's replacement long term, and he could be number 4 receiver or compete with Christian Watson for 3. So we'll see about that. I don't think we've got any more wide receivers. We're looking. I'm also just looking at people with 75% scouted rates, just so I can get their full true talent. Steve Hoskins. Not sure I need him, really. He's not big enough to play inside, and I'm really looking for interior defensive linemen at this point. Other middle linebackers could be options. Connor Laws, I'm sorry. Wow, where did I see Lewis? And Quentin Clark, let's see his thing. He has A awareness. He's worth giving another look. So I'll scout him again. I don't know how he's 95% scouted, but we still had all these question marks. Seems ridiculous. Let's see. How many people does that league give us to scout then? Only 2. We need to scout somebody else. What's our other 75% positions? Maybe another running back then. Maybe we'll look at the running backs again. Maybe we'll trade up. We'll get our first round running back. Craig Baxter. Okay, he actually looks really good. So yeah, we'll look at him. And now let's look at our quarterbacks. Who are the quarterbacks that we are going to want to target out of this mess? 9 guys projected to go round 1. I want to mark who I want now. JD Cassidy, I mean, he looks good, but also he's going number 1 overall, so I'm not interested. Donahue, I could be interested in trading up for, but he's 22 years old. He's got an elite arm, but his speed is just, he can't move in the pocket. He's a true pocket passer. I'm thinking he's like a Ben Roethlisberger, but just like not as heavy. Ben Stewart is also a strong arm quarterback. That fits our scheme, but I also just want somebody who can move around since I'm playing with them. He's got elite strength, but only great arm power and marginal speed. So I'm not sure about him. Dalton Haynes. He's a scrambler archetype, but he's 6'5", 225 pounds. He's a big man. He's only got good throw power. That's a killer. Only good speed. Let's see. So we're down to Billy Pierman and Timmy James in the first round, guys. Pierman's pinpoint accurate. He's only 21 years old, but his arm strength is just pitiful. And Timmy James. Good throw power. God, I need greater elite. What are we looking at here? Roger Fisher. Only solid throw power. Mac Jones. He went back to college and he went to South Carolina, everybody. He's terrible, though. He's absolutely awful. This one, at least, is absolutely awful. Ethan Rogers, absolute dog shit. So, oh man, okay. So this is tough. I'm thinking I might have to go with Ben Stewart, just because he has a little bit better speed, maybe maneuverability. What does Jace Donahue look like again? Oy, these quarterbacks, it's gonna be hard to pick between them. Dalton Haynes, I thought his throw power was good to great, so I'm kind of interested in him. His throw under pressure, his throw on the run is great. His accuracy is great. But, oh, God, in this offense, we need a deep arm. Pierman would be ideal if his arm strength wasn't solid. He would be so perfect. And Timmy James, only 5'11". I got to rule him out. So I think, maybe, J.D. Cassidy might be the best one. Oh, no, he has terrible throw power. Jeez. Okay. I think we're going to target Dalton Haynes. Yeah, he's the best athlete out here, and he can also throw pretty well. He's the guy I'm thinking of right now. I can't see myself going after Stewart here, even. Great throw power, but he's also just slow. He's not as good in those traits either, I don't think. And Donahue. Yeah, man, I think Dalton Haynes is the guy we're going to go for, is the guy we're going to settle on. He's the one we're going to push for. And, yeah, it's going to be boom or bust on him. So he'll be the quarterback we trade up for. We'll see where he's at in mock draft 5. That'll give us the idea where he's going to be in the draft, or where we're going to have to move up to get him if we do have to move up. So we'll see. But first, we'll have to pick our private workout players, which will be the guys we already have picked here: Matthew Harrison, Quentin Clark, and Craig Baxter. We'll see how good they are. Potential options for a second round pick, the second first round pick we have. And I don't think we have any other offers out in free agency, do we? We don't. I don't need anyone else, I don't think, so we'll fly right into mock draft number 5. And I'm probably going to disconnect here. Always happens. Yep. Sick. Can't even connect to the server, so I gotta back all the way out here again. Reconnect to the server. I don't know how Madden has this bug, and it's had this bug from day one, and they haven't been able to fix it. Like, it seems like Madden, like, bugs are just constantly just neglected by the Madden team. But we're back in. We should be in free agency week 4. Yep. Well, so let's take a look at the mock draft 5. Let's see what's going on. See where Dalton Haynes is going. Not in the top 5. That's good. Good news. That's good news because we won't have to trade up too far if we have to at all. But it looks like Cassie's going to go to the Lions. Donahue to the Vikings. Dalton Haynes is going 6 to the Jags. You got to be kidding. I think I'll probably trade up with the Giants then and make sure I get my guy. And it has the Bengals taking Billy Pierman. How does that make any sense? This thing is so fucking stupid. Now let's see if the other guys ended up being up to top 5 picks projected as well. Like Stephen Loud was. I forgot about Stephen Loud, man. We might want to draft him. Look at all those A's. Only one D out there, and it's man coverage and then power moves. Like, he ran a 4.42 and a 4.40. It's 6'4", 251. Fuck. I might have to trade back into the first round to take him. I'll trade in with the Patriots. I will do it and jump the Titans to take Stephen Loud. I'll have 3 first-round picks. I don't care. I think running back's not going to be a pick. But all these guys are being seen as top 5 picks, top 5 talents, too. Quentin Clark is not nearly as good. No, yeah. Stephen Loud is a legit good. And we need linebackers. So he was picking. So we just have to get to the Patriots pick there. Okay. I got it. 2 trade ups. I like Purnell too, so I think I am going to take him at that 16 spot. That's why I'm not even considering Stephen Loud there. I think Purnell makes sense. I think this is just a draft where we're going to have to go in with 3 first-round picks. We're going to just have to make it happen, Captain. So we'll start the draft, and we'll just move up to the pick that we want to... Oh, I hate that that's in my ear. But we're just going to pause the draft because there's no point in keeping it going. But let's just go through. It should be the same way the mock draft goes. So Cassidy, Raheem Kennard, Jace Donahue, of course, Ben Stewart, and this is the point we're going to trade up here. We're going to trade up with the Giants, see what they want. We have a medley of picks that we can throw in to move up, and I'm only going to move up from 7. Oh, we do have pick 31 still. How about that? So we can move up just with that pick to get Stephen Loud. Yeah, I'm going to the Giants. Let's see how close this offer is just as it sits. Very close. So I think we can just throw in a 6, and it'll get it done just to move up 2 spots. No. A 6 and a 7. A 6 and a 7. I don't need both. Just to move up 2 spots. I guess they didn't really care all that much. But we'll jump the Jaguars in our own division, by the way, who are going to take a quarterback, but even though they have Trevor Lawrence. And we will take Dalton Haynes out of Clemson. We'll get our own Clemson quarterback to compete against Trevor Lawrence. Fingers crossed he's got hidden development. He does. 91 throw power, too. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm pleased with that. 83 speed. I think he's going to be more of like an improviser type player, but that acceleration is really good. I like him a lot. I'm a fan of this pick. Very glad I made that move. Now I think we'll just go tiptoe up to pick 16 here. The Jaguars taking yet another running back. The Giants take Billy Pearman then at this point, which I think is a smart move on their part. I think he would fit their scheme. And Timmy James goes to the Bengals. Why are the Bengals taking a quarterback when they have Joe Burrow? The draft logic is pretty wild. But we'll see how that fucks up the rest of this draft here, because Timmy was supposed to go at some other point. Courtney Wheeler. Gabe Spade. Tremaine McKenzie. And Manny Blackburn. So let's go with the Aftershocks here, and we will take, with our pick, Vernon Purnell. I think he's actually a really good wide receiver. He fits our scheme. I like his size, 6'1", 210. His combine was pretty solid. I think he's a pretty solid athlete. And I think he's a great route runner, which is intriguing because I think he'll get a lot of separation when I play in-game. So Vernon Purnell, welcome to the team. Also hidden development, so this is one of the best drafts I've had in a franchise rebuild in a while. I was worried about this one, but now the last one is just Stephen Loud. We need to get Stephen Loud, and I know where we're going to trade up to get him. So hopefully there isn't too much of fuckery that has him go before the pick I want to trade up to, which is the Patriots pick. No, it did fuck up. No. The Jets ended up taking him. Oh, man. Okay, so no need to trade up. We'll just advance to our pick then. Wow, that's so disappointing. I should have figured that into my calculations, but I did not. We can take Quentin Clark, who I don't think is as good at all, but he also has elite speed. Ran a 4.5, 4.7. Oh, man. But he's so much smaller. That Stephen Loud is going to be so good, and I know he is. He's got really good power moves for his size. Maybe he's like more of like a power rusher type of player than a run stuffer. His man coverage isn't terrible either. I mean, he's not a terrible player. I might be interested in taking him. Let's take a look at the running backs that are available. Sean Toon is a first round pick, potentially. He looks like a potentially good player, actually, for real. Maybe we take Sean Toon. That's a new option. I might look at guys we didn't really scout here at this spot because I really don't know where to go. I really thought we were going to be able to trade up and get Stephen Loud. I know I need a defensive, interior defensive lineman, so maybe a guy like Cordell Leno would work. He's at elite speed, good strength. We don't know his power moves or his speed moves, but he's 306 pounds at a Cal. Only a D tackle. That's interesting. I'm leaning towards Cordell Leno right now. Who else is available? He's too small for that role. This guy could move into defensive tackle. Philip Gary. We could have Rashawn and Philip Gary. But he doesn't look that great. So, man. What about some of these other middle linebackers? Do they look good? I think Patrick Stanton could be pretty good. He's got elite speed as well, 6'1", 231. I think he's better than Quinn Clark, probably. So we can look at him. And Barry Darby might be a good player, too. Nah, he doesn't have good physicals, but I think we could take Stanton in the second round. So it's down to basically Toon, the running back, or Cordell Leno. And I think with Toon, with having Alexander Madison, we don't need Toon as much, so we're going to take a shot at Cordell Leno. He also has hidden development, 80 speed at 6'4", 306. That's wonderful. That's a great pick. Excuse me. So we'll just expand to our second round pick, I think, and we'll see what's available. The AFTERSHOCKS are on the clock. Quentin Clark was picked. Ethan Rogers going there to the Saints. Deshaun Watson in that legal trouble might want another quarterback. All right, so favorite-wise, Matthew Harrison is still here. I think he's a good player, or he could be a very good player at running back, but he's not worth taking until the third round. Oh, wait, I backed all the way out. So we've gotten 3 really good players already in this draft I'm excited about. So we can afford to take some more risks. I can't talk. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. Kerry Favors doesn't look that great. Nick Marshall. He could be a good player, but he's so slow. He's the epitome of a power back coming out of Notre Dame. He looks like a Notre Dame player. What position do I want to go with here? The middle linebacker, that's right. Patrick Stanton is still here. I think we're going to take him. I think he's a pass coverage guy, but 91 speed at middle linebacker. I mean, how do you say no to that? We missed out on Stephen Loud, but we got Patrick Stanton, who's also an athletic freak at the position. Just not the same size at all, but we'll deal with it. So we have 2 third-round picks. See what we got available. Oh, our running back target is gone. So, we may have to go after somebody else. Portis was interesting, but he was too slow, if I remember correctly. Let's take a look again. Yeah, he's just got decent speed. I need something better than that, I feel like. Look at Alonzo Robinson. Not that great. Larry Hatchett out of San Diego State can keep him in San Diego. He's got good speed. I don't think I need one right now. I'm just not going to take one. Tight end I could be interested in. Kirk Carter, he doesn't look like he's that great of a player, though, so we'll pass. Offensive line is always a good option, so I'm going to look at some of these round 3 to 4 guys. It says defense. Yeah, actually, you know what? It said defensive backs were the strength of this class. So let's look at some of the safeties. There's usually a diamond in the rough safety. So let's take a look at it. Joey Weeks doesn't look too bad. DeAndre Lamb is worse. AJ Huggins. He's about on par with Weeks. And we'll look at James Bryan, who's not that great either. Strong safeties. We still have a round 2 to 3 guy who's available. He must suck. Tracy Hazelwood. Great name, terrible player. Thurman Oliver. Another great name, but another not so good player. Doug Allen. Not good. Well, I don't know. Finesse moves, I don't care if he has an A in that. Lamont Lincoln. Not that great. And Troy Hills. A kick return is a safety. That's interesting. Let's go back to the free safeties. I think Joey Weeks might be the guy I end up just taking. 22 years old, solid athlete. Oh God, yeah, never mind. Yeah, actually, he's not that great. I said Huggins was on par with him. C-man coverage, decent speed though. God damn, these guys are so slow. Thurman Oliver, I think. Oh, he's 221. He could even play some linebacker, maybe. That'd be a cool proposition. Doug Allen, too. Man, I can't even decide who to take. I think I'm going to take Thurman Oliver. Just because I'm in no. Fuck. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. What is his thing again? A injury, A finesse moves. Good speed. I'm sorry it's taking so long. They're all so similar. I think it's got to be KJ Huggins. I just got to hope he can cover guys better. He has hidden development. You got to be kidding. Oh, I'm striking gold here with these picks. That's why it took so long. It's all in the thought process. We're on the clock again. Bum-ass Connor Laws just got taken. I remember looking at him and knowing that he is a terrible player. So, where do we go from here? Perhaps a running back again. Tayshawn Gore could be he actually looks really good. Sold. Normal dev, but that's fine. Maybe he's part of the Frank Gore family. Get another Gore. Get some Gore in here. We're filling holes, I believe, too. Not only are we getting good players, we're filling holes and needs. I need a cornerback as well, so we're going to look at some of these guys and see. We're going to take our pick of the day 3 guys, probably. See which one is the best of the bunch and grab them. And hopefully they have maybe some good development traits. Weathersby looks good. Deshaun Winter looks like he could be even better. That play rec is pretty bad. The good speed I like, though, so it's either Winter or Weathersby, I think, right now. Weathersby being 23 and having poor speed eliminates him immediately, so it's Winter that I'm a fan of at the moment. Trayvon Bigby, no, stinks. Corey Newman, he could be okay. I mean, his coverage stinks, but, like, he's probably not that great. Morgan Gaines, he could be good if he's a man coverage guy, because his zone coverage is terrible. So Morgan Gaines is a guy to think about, but I still think the top guy I want. Vince Freeman could be a very good player. Very good speed, actually. Good press. Joey McPhee. Oh, if he has had the physical tools to go with it, I would take him. But it's either Freeman or Weathersby, I think. Or not Weathersby, I'm sorry. Freeman or Winter that I'm going to take. I think it's going to be Winter. He's good athlete. Normal dev, to be expected at this point in the draft. We'll see how he actually ends up being. I might double dip at the position and take the other guy if he's still there. In the 5th. Let's see. See if he is. No, he is not. Oh, yeah, he is. Vince Freeman. But he doesn't look that great now that I look at him again. Was Joey McPhee also good, I thought? And that poor speed is what killed it for me. Okay. So now maybe we look at running back. Oh, we drafted a running back. Shit, I'm going crazy. I was gonna think tight end, but that is all gone. So I'm thinking we just go with offensive line. Centers are usually really good, so one of these guys will be good. Marcus Jones looking to be that guy right now. He looks pretty solid to me. And Diego Hernandez, a pass block at this point, but look at that power and finesse on the run block. Terrible. I think Marcus Jones is actually pretty good, so we'll take him. 24-year-old center out of Oregon. We're getting some older prospects. I'm not too thrilled about that, but if they're good overalls, I'm fine with it.
The AFTERSHOCKS are on the clock.
At this point, we're drafting depth players, so it's not all that important. No, we don't have any favorites here. So I'm gonna look at fullbacks. Really think we need a fullback on the team, a better one. Wooden looked okay, but I want someone who can block. There you go, Leon Bellamy. Oh, he's the one. He's the one. We'll draft him right now in the 6th round. I think it's worth it. Good size. He's going to be able to block. Great strength. Good, solid speed. He's an Ohio State guy, but whatever. I think he's worth the pick.
The AFTERSHOCKS are on the clock.
And now our final pick. I think we might go with an undrafted tight end here. See what's just available. We need a backup behind Njoku. Brevin Jordan's okay for now, but he's also like barely he's like a 69 overall. Nice, but he's just sitting around that area. So we need to get some type of improvement. Matt Drummond is a guy that I'm interested in right now out of UL Monroe. I like what he's bringing to the table. Dalton Campbell, not so much. Bradley Dobson, maybe, if he just is his problem just that he can't block. And he can't really run routes, it seems, either. Will Young, nope. Parker Thomas, I don't know enough. TJ Stanton, he's not good. The odds are that whoever I pick here is not going to be good. Sam Kendrick, not good. Dustin Radigan, he's probably just a good blocker. Devin Graham, nope. Shaquille Mobley, he looks like a really good run blocker. God, he's so slow, but he is a good blocker, I'll tell you that. So I'm thinking I'm going to just take Matt Drummond, see how he is. 78 speed's pretty bad, but we're asking him to be maybe a third-string tight end, if not a practice squad guy. So we make do with what we got. Now let's take a look at this draft recap. But before we get there, guys, please, I just want to say, if you're enjoying watching the content, you're enjoying it, I appreciate you. If you could just do me the simple favor of going in and following me on Twitch if you're watching on Twitch, or liking this video and subscribing on YouTube if you're watching afterwards, would greatly appreciate it. With that being said, let's take a look at some of these overalls. I'm excited because we got good dev traits, which usually means worse overalls, but let's see. 74, 74, and 73. That's not terrible. Dalton Haynes, I like a lot. At 74 overall as a quarterback. We can get him onto those strong arms. He looks so slick in that nice AFTERSHOCKS uniform. Oh, that's nice. 91 throw power. Need to get that deep accuracy up. But that speed, acceleration, he's going to be good in those. You know how we ran Davis Mills in those quick little read options last year? We're going to do that a lot more, I think, with Dalton Haynes. But we're going to change his number. I can't give him Davis Mills' number 10 already. Come on. It said he was 17 in the... I guess that's not an option. We'll give him number 4. Can be like a Brett Favre for us. Vernon Purnell is a 74 overall player. He's going to be wearing number 1. I like that. That's kind of hard. Sorry I'm coughing so much. Excuse me. But he's a -1 morale for whatever reason, but he's a solid player. I think I want him and Haynes to hook up quite a bit early on. And Cordell Leno, he's a power rusher, just what we needed him to be. He's a good player. 78 power, 76 finesse. He's got good speed, good strength. He could really progress really quickly for us, I think. Then we got Patrick Stanton here, pass coverage guy. Fits the scheme at middle linebacker, so that works. 71 overall, too, so he'll be a good depth piece. We got KJ Huggins, who is really not very good, but he has the hidden development trait. So I guess we'll do with that. Tayshawn Gore, 67 overall. Deshaun Winder, 67 overall. Marcus Jones, 63. But look at that. Leon Bellamy, the fullback, 72 overall player. Blocking guy. Look at that lead blocks, 86. It's 88 normally. Wow. He's going to be a stud for us. Oh, well, that's wonderful. And Matt Drummond, he stung. He stinks. So let's take a look at the NFL, the rest of the guys here, see who the best players were. Craig Baxter was actually a top five talent. We could have taken him, but we decided against it. Nick Marshall, the big running back, power back, going to Carolina. I guess it's a very good compliment to Christian McCaffrey, and Carolina has just cornered the market on white running backs. 89 speed's not as bad as I thought he could have been, so it's not a bad pick, I don't think, especially end of the second round. So let's see some of these other guys. Jace Donahue is the best quarterback, 76 overall, strong arm. 74 speed, though, is just, he can't move. He's a statue. Damian Kent, wow, in the third round, really good player. Great scouting by the Giants. And they got this Dom Aldridge in the second round. Great work by them. Did they have a first round pick early? No. Wow. Sean Toon was good as well, but he doesn't fit the scheme, and I just didn't see the need to take him that early. Stephen Loud, this is the one I'm scared about. If he has normal dev, I'll feel better that I didn't get him, but I don't think he's going to. He does not. And he's just, oh my God, 91 speed, 90 tackle, 84 hit power. God, he's going to be a monster for the Jets. I'm very jealous that I was not able to draft him. I'm actually going to look at what his dev trade is now, just because I'm curious. If it's better than Star, I'm going to be so mad. Okay, he's only a star. I can live with it. I can live with it. So let's just keep going down the list here. See some other guys that maybe we were interested in. I don't. Oh, it's not even in order. Or maybe some potential steals of the draft that I'm looking at. There's Dalton Haynes. Definitely want to see some of the other quarterbacks. So we got the second best quarterback in the draft, and he was probably the fourth one taken, I think. So I'm happy with that decision. And we have Billy Pearman. He is normal development. Ouch. 89 throw power. That's what killed him for me. Sheldon Gordon out of Oklahoma State was a good power back that we missed out on. We missed out on a lot of the good running backs in this class. I just didn't have them scouted, I guess. And I knew there would be a good center in the class. Nate Madison's a steal for the Bears. Where are these other quarterbacks? Ben Stewart is one that I considered. He is hidden development, strong arm guy, 92 throw power, but I guess 75 speed I could have worked with in some world. But Timmy James, 72 overall guy, he would have been a good guy to look at too. But I think Dalton Haynes is just better. And I got that fullback in round 6. That was worth the pick for sure. I don't even see the other guy. Okay, there's Fisher and then J.D. Cassidy. Is he the worst one? Roger Fisher, not good. And J.D. Cassidy. He is hidden development, at least for the Lions. Terrible throw power, though. So, but that's the draft. So now we're going to go through. I'm going to just make sure our roster is up to snuff. Adjust it a little bit before the season starts. See where we have some holes to fill. Man, everyone just has negative morale. It's so depressing. All right, so we now have Cooks, Kirk, Watson, Rager, and Vernon Purnell, Nico Collins. We have a pretty deep wide receiver core. I don't think we'll bring back Brandon Cooks next year. I think the franchise tag was worth it this year, but beyond that, nothing. I like how this is all set up. I want to move Zion Johnson to right guard because he's certainly going to start for us. Oh God, these jerseys are so amazing. I'm so happy with them. Our center is such a weak spot. We'll move Sharping over to left guard to back up Quentin Nelson. We have Juwan James over here with Charlie Heck. Now, the defensive line, Shaq Lawson, Al-Quadin Muhammad. We're going to fix that up right away. McTelvin Agam can move over to left end because he's going to be more of a power rusher. And our defensive line is going to be better, I hope. Malik McDowell was okay last year. If Leno can be a good pass rusher while Blacklock can maintain his good run stuffing ability, I think we'll have a good defensive tackle combo. But Rashawn Gary, very excited to move him back to defensive end because I think he's going to be even better than he is a defensive outside linebacker right now. Wearing number 39, that is disgusting. Get that out of my face. You can wear number 52, I think. We move him to left end. Let's go back there and see what he's at. 90 overall at this spot. Power rusher still, of course. He's got great abilities. Inside, no, these are terrible traits for him. I don't understand that. We'll do strip specialist and Bogo. So we have our formidable pass rush here in Gary and Thibodeau for the foreseeable future. They're 25 and 21 respectively. We should be able to get a lot of pressure on the quarterback. We really should. And that means our zones shouldn't break down like they have been. Anzalone, oh God, this is not a great sight. But Willie Gay, I think, is going to move over to left outside linebacker. I think that's going to fit with the style. Oh, it's supposed to be all pass coverage, isn't it? It is all pass coverage, I believe, in this scheme. We'll move Willie Gay over there with J. Hill. I want to see if he gets some play time. And I think we'll move Troy Anderson still here too. Shit. Okay. Maybe we don't. Maybe we move Willie Gay back to right outside so he can play a support role, and we'll move Troy Anderson, who has star development, over to left outside linebacker so he gets more playing time over J. Hill. He'll be our development prospect of the year for this year. Will be Troy Anderson. And then we'll have Stanton and Anzalone, Brown. We have good depth at linebacker. So now we have Murphy Bunting, Rasul Douglas, and McDuffie as well. Trey Flowers, Javier Thomas. I think this team could be very good next year, surprisingly good. And I cannot wait to see how it goes. So A.J. Moore, I think we're actually going to move over to strong safety because I want to keep him on the team, but Deontay Thompson's definitely going to stay too since we just signed him in free agency. And Huggins will go to a practice squad somewhere. We got Joey Sly and Corey Borquez. And I am ecstatic with how the team looks. Could not be happier. And we'll move into the preseason. I'll probably sim through the preseason here for sure. I'm not sure if I'll play week 1 or not, but we'll see. Let's take a look at the roster. And anytime it wants to load, there it is. And we'll generate our best lineup, see what it looks like. Looks like Jerron Christian playing at right tackle. Over who? Juwan James, that's right, okay. I like this look, though. I mean, Justin Britt's a weak point for sure, but the rest of the team looks really strong. Purnell is going to be the slot guy over Watson, it looks like, for the season. Interesting. But we have Anderson, Jayon Brown, and Al-Shaair now starting. Leno's in that spot. The 2 superstar defensive ends to go wreck the pass and the quarterback. Fan of that. I think we want to put McDuffie on the outside here rather than Rasul Douglas. And specialist-wise, I think this is exactly how we want it to look. McDuffie can also move into the slot. That's fine. Purnell is going to be the slot receiver. That's fine by me as well. Jalen Samuels is not going to make this team, so it doesn't matter about him being the third down back. But let's just set up the weekly strat here. Want to make sure the right guys are getting trained from the start. Oh my God, it glitched. The game glitched, and Dalton Haynes is a superstar X Factor. As I'm not kidding, I think this is the best quarterback I've ever drafted in my entire time in Madden. If he's a superstar X Factor at that overall coming out, oh man, I killed this draft. I killed this draft. I'm killing this rebuild. I'm glad you're here on stream with me to watch it. All right, so Christian Watson's going to get trained some more as well because we're certainly going to let Brandon Cooks walk at the end of the year when he's age 30 season. Zion Johnson, we can continue training up. That's an option. Troy Anderson, I think, is certainly going to be. It's going to be Anderson and McDuffie who get the last two spots here in the training wheel. I think that is a fair standard there. I mean, maybe Zion Johnson could be the guy. No, screw it. He's an offensive lineman. He's not going to get that good anyway. What is happening? Okay. That was weird. Okay, so cool. I'll do that, and I'm going to sim through these preseason games real quick. You know, it is only 6 o'clock, so you know what? Fuck it. I'll play week one. I'll play week one for you guys. We'll set up our scouts, and we'll play. So let's roll through this preseason. So I'll cut my players, get some guys on practice squads, so on and so forth. Just got to get through it. You know I never play the preseasons. And we're at our cut day. So we'll do these upgrades of players, see who upgraded through the preseason. Juwan James don't care about Troy Anderson. I certainly do, though. I want to keep improving his pass coverage ability. Brevin Jordan will increase the vertical threat, of course. He's going to be a serviceable backup. I'm not that concerned about him. AJ Moore, God, he's like a good special teams player. He had a pick 6 last year. He's a captain. I mean, kind of want to just keep him. I don't care about Big Cat Bryant or Yaboa, but I will upgrade Alexander Madison. Excuse me, God. And he will be our starting running back this year. Screw it. I don't need to upgrade either of these guys. Any of those guys. Now let's make our cut downs. 18 players got to get cut. So let's get to cutting. Hugh Glass will make the squad as the third quarterback. We have Madison, Williams, Jalen Samuels is going to be cut. We'll keep Tayshawn Gore. Jed Anderson will not stay. And Tyler Algier will hit the practice squad. We'll keep Leon Bellamy, of course. And we have wide receiver options. I'm thinking, yep, Johnny Dixon's going to get the cut. And Jalen Camp, since he's eligible, will move to the practice squad. Drummond is just going to be like... I'll move him to the practice squad, and I'll cut Yaboa, I think. Christian will stay. These two will stay. Marcus Jones will move to the practice squad, even though he's quite good. But we have these three guys that we need to accommodate. Charlie Heck stinks. Wow. Should have got him off the team. Right, we will cut McTelvin Agam. I want to keep Al-Qadim Muhammad, I think. So that means Gunter and Big Cat Bryant are heading to the practice squad. Noah Ellis is heading to the practice squad, as is Roy Lopez. Oh, shit. Actually, I'm just going to cut Roy Lopez. I don't think he needs to be on the practice squad. Rouge Hill and Anderson are fit there. Those three are fit. Garrett Wallow will send to the practice squad. His depth. Deshaun Winter hits the practice squad. Sang Bassi is gone. KJ Huggins is hitting the practice squad. And I'm going to cut Grayland Arnold. Don't need him. And I want to make sure the practice squad is filled after that. We have 2 more openings, okay. And they're going to be offensive players. I'm going to make them... We'll do... Darius Monroe will sign in the practice squad. And... who else can we sign? Nazir Donaldson. We'll sign into practice squad. That'll fill that on up, and I guess we're in over the salary cap, but unless it tells me I have to cut somebody, I'm not going to.